So, Doki Doki Literature Club came out in 2017, and I really wanted to play the game when it came out, but I just never got around to playing it for one reason or another. And now in 2021, it's hardly a popular thing to talk about. Just about everyone has made a playthrough of it, and there's like millions, probably not millions, probably like thousands of video essays diving deep into the game and analyzing why it's so scary. So after recently playing the game, there's still just one thing that's still, at the back of my mind, just that I can't stop thinking about. And it's something that I really haven't heard anyone else talk about yet, about the game. And that's the music. Sure, people say the music is creepy or scary, but they don't really talk about why it's scary. And honestly, I believe that the music in Doki Doki Literature Club is one of, if not the most essential part in making this a truly scary game. Now, if we're going to talk about the music in the game, we should probably discuss some of the songs first, for context. I won't discuss all of them, for time purposes, so I'm only going to talk about the two most important songs, in my opinion. The first is called Doki Doki Literature Club. As you might have guessed, this is the main theme and the background music for most of the game. As you can hear, the song is pretty upbeat and has a nice and catchy melody. Like I mentioned before, this is the song that you would be hearing for, well, most of the game. The other song is titled Sayonara, which plays right before the scene, and is clearly referring to Sayori and her death. As you can hear, this song sounds like a distorted and broken version of the main theme. It sort of sounds like a broken tape player, as the melody gets distorted and the chord progression modulates up and down by semitones. There's also a haunting voice singing in the background, which serves to add to the creepiness of the song. Now, there's another thing that makes this song even creepier, but I won't talk about it here since it's technically not music, so just keep that in the back of your mind for now. Now that we've talked about all the main songs in this game, let's put them into context. So, throughout the whole game, we've been hearing music in the background, most of which is the main theme, but also there's other music sprinkled in from time to time, depending on what you're doing. The point is that there's never been a point in the game where there wasn't any sort of music playing. Now, remember when I said that there's one thing that makes this even scarier than it already is? Well, here it is. So, we've been hearing music throughout the whole game. So, what happens when the music suddenly stops? Feels off, right? Yeah, it does, right? But why? Why does it feel so strange? Well, let's think about it this way. You have been hearing music all game, so much that maybe you don't even pay attention to it anymore, but your ear still does. Your mind has been subconsciously conditioned into expecting music. So when the music stops, you might not notice it, but it does feel like something is not right. If you do notice it, then that makes it even creepier, since you start wondering why the music stopped. You start wondering what's about to happen. That makes you feel very on edge. This in turn creates a lot of suspense. And all this comes to a climax when you finally open the door and you get to that scene. and then you hear Sayonara. The power of silence has built up all the suspense, and then you hear the main theme as you open the door. But it's not how you think it would be. No, your brain has been conditioned into expecting the same melody. So when the song starts modulating keys and it lands on that minor version of the melody, you notice it. And as you notice it, you start to become very creeped out. You start feeling uncomfortable. And that's when this game truly becomes scary. Thank you all for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making this essay, and I really love making video essays, and I will definitely keep making more in the future, but it won't be my only content that I post. But you know, if you guys happen to see this somehow, even though I only have one subscriber, that being me, I would really appreciate it if you could share this with your friends, subscribe, or even just like, that'd be very appreciated. It would really help me a lot, it'd help me grow. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.